You're listening to the Love Over Addiction podcast.
Hey, it's Jo, and this week, before we dive into the episode with Michelle, we wanted to share that we're having a Labor Day weekend sale going on now. The sale ends Tuesday, September 3rd, and during the sale, you can get 10% off any of our programs. So if you haven't already taken the Love Over Addiction program, that is usually the best place to start. And you can find out more by going to loveoveraddiction.com/LOA. And if you've already taken that program or want to see what our other programs are like, you'll find all that information on our website at loveoveraddiction.com. And if you have specific questions about the program or about your situation, feel free to email us directly at info, that's INFO, at loveoveraddiction.com, and we'll be happy to help.
You guys, I am completely overwhelmed. It's back to school time, so backpacks and school supplies and teacher conferences and all of the details kill me. Plus, I moved into a 99-year-old home that hasn't been updated in, 99 years. And our big family uses a house hard. So naturally, the house went into shock 1 week after we moved in, and the plumbing burst and the electricity gave out, and oh yeah, we had an ant problem. Have you seen the movie The Money Pit? So as I was scraping wallpaper off the water-stained walls, I rented The Money Pit, hoping to find someone, even if they are fictional characters, who feels like they might have made a huge investment mistake because they fell in love with the house, which is exactly what happened to me. And I do love the house, you guys, but renovations plus back to school plus work equal nothing good. So I came up with a plan. And I wanted to share it with you because I know how loving and living with someone suffering from addiction can feel overwhelming and painful and incredibly traumatic. And so we are going to start doing this new plan together. It's called the Just 3 Things Plan. See, I told you I was tired, and when I have energy, I'll think of a new, more creative name. But it's called the Just 3 Things Plan. And here's our plan, you guys. Every day, 7 days a week, we are going to do just 3 things. And they are going to be the same 3 things because consistency is the key here. So let me give you an example. My 3 things are the following. Number 1, pick up the house for 1 hour. Now, this may seem like a lot, but this includes starting the laundry and putting dishes away from the dishwasher I ran the night before, taking the dog on a walk, cooking breakfast for the kids, picking up and making my bed, walking around the house in every room and putting things back in their place. And just this morning, I noticed some goggles left by our pool, so I will include picking up outside in that 1 hour from now on. Number 2, I write for an hour. I love to write. I do it for a career, and giving myself 1 hour to write whatever I want feeds my soul. So I light a candle, I play some classical music, and I open a fresh Google Doc. Number 3, I move my body for 1 hour. Now this can mean the elliptical, this can mean yoga class or Pilates, or maybe just a super long walk with the dog, whatever works. I just have to move my body consistently for 1 hour per day. That's it. That's my goal for the next school year, just 3 things a day. They don't have to be done at the same time, and they don't have to be done perfectly. And so for all you perfectionists out there like me, giving yourself permission to do tasks and rating yourself only 8 out of 10 for completing them, and doing them instead of 10 out of 10 and being perfect about them all the time, that can be really freeing. In other words, holding yourself to a little bit of a lower standard, because often I'll catch myself blowing off tasks because I can't do them perfectly, so I'll just forget about them altogether. And that is not helpful. And then everything gets delayed. And I'm 42, and it's time to ditch that kind of thinking. So the Just 3 Things plan allows me to feel in control. It takes care of my mind and my body and myself, and it makes myself a priority. Plus, they allow me to free up all the other space in my calendar for only the responsibilities that I can fit in. If I want to do a Facebook Live, I can. If I fit in a meeting, I will. If I want to volunteer at my kid's school, I can sign up. 3 things feels simple and doable. And during this uncertain time in my life, routine and 3 small goals are my consistence. And don't we all need consistency in our life? So now it's your turn. What 3 things are you going to commit to doing? I know we have a lot on our plate, but what can we remove? What are you going to do? What are you doing now that's unnecessary, that doesn't bear any fruit? Give yourself permission to stop and just focus on 3 things during this time in your life. Oh, and one more thing. Did you notice all 3 of my things were exactly an hour? I set my timer on my phone, and when it rings, I stop immediately and move on. Have you ever set your timer for 1 hour? It is truly amazing what you can get accomplished when you stay focused for 60 minutes. So if you're in our secret Facebook group, please share your Just 3 Things plan with the group. And I know some of you might be listening to this and thinking, what the heck does this have to do with addiction? I thought I was listening to an addiction podcast. And I get it. But here's the deal. When you love somebody suffering with addiction, a lot of the times the answers that we need to hear are actually not about addiction at all. They're about how to gain control over ourselves and our lives, whether the person we love gets sober or not. So do you see why this is important for you? This is about making yourself a priority. This is about losing the perfection mentality, and this is about feeling a sense of accomplishment when things get done, regardless of the drama and the chaos that addiction brings into our life. A lot of these tools that we teach really are tools that honestly have nothing to do with addiction. And that's kind of like the best thing ever, because you're not placing your self-worth and your healing in their hands. You can get started anytime you want to. No more waiting for them to get sober. All right, I love you. I cannot wait to get inside that secret Facebook group and read about your 3 things plan. And y'all help me come up with a better name. My goodness, I can be more creative than that. Let's do it together in the secret Facebook group. Love you guys.
This podcast is created for your support, encouragement, and entertainment with Michelle's personal thoughts and beliefs. From one woman to another, all bonded together by the fact we love someone suffering from addiction. This is not intended as a substitute for therapy or advice from a professional.